Well, the euro dollar hit a brick wall, or is this a golden buying opportunity? Stick around because I'm breaking all down what's happening right now in the Forex markets, and you're not going to want to miss this if you're a euro dollar trader. Welcome back, everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these absolutely insane markets. If you like what you see, smash the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Please share my videos far and wide to those people that you know that actually trade. I want to build a huge trading community, and I hope you guys saw yesterday's weekend update or forecast, and today actually moved weekly levels in overnight, which was absolutely insane, and of course has a lot to do with what's going on with the U.S.-China trade deal. Basically, they're thinking that they've come to somewhat of an agreement for, I think there's a 90-day pause on tariffs right now, which really, rocketed dollar yen. And I'll be doing an update, sterling yen, dollar yen, in another video because I do euro dollar separately. But as it stands right now, I told you I was a euro dollar bear. I really didn't expect this to fall as precipitously as it has. So, in one day. I mean, I expected the movement to start tracking down, but I didn't think that we were doing it in 24 hours. All right. So where do we stand right now in the euro dollar? Well, the euro dollar has support right around here. I mean, this level, 111.06. It's a pretty important level. We were down there. We were down here June 26th, 2024. And it was actually on a downward trajectory then as well. Basically got a little bit of a reprieve at that point, but, it did head down to like 106 overall over a few months' time from that area. So, right now, as we stand, euro dollar is obviously still weak. What's driving it? It's taking a beating. It's trading right around 111.06. That's 1.55% drop from Friday. So really, I don't see much going on in the euro dollar. Really, what's happening? Dollar, I talked about this in the crosses. And I'll try to reiterate here. The euro is actually doing pretty well against the yen. So it's really holding up. It's really holding up because euro yen is higher. It's at 164.50. Okay, so it's the dollar yen rally that really fueled positive dollar news. All right, so the optimism around the U.S. China trade talks, and the Fed staying hawkish. I talked about that on my weekend video as well. M2 is an important number that, nobody's paying attention to. I'm going to do a video on that. But the market's pricing in, a 17% chance of a rate cut for June. So the dollar's got some room to run. Meanwhile, we know the ECB signaling more rate cuts. They're saying 3 this year, which is, capping the euro upside. So that's the macro stuff. I mean, if you go over to, the euro bund, for instance, right now it's tracking down a little bit, but it has been off its lows. This marketplace rises, meaning interest rates lower. So right now it's just consolidating a little bit. They're probably waiting for the next shoe to drop, so to speak, if you're a bond trader. But overall, this has been moving higher. Let's go to a daily. Let's check out a daily chart. Yeah. All right. So we came up off the lows. I want to go here. And now we're just consolidating in this channel if you're a bond trader, right? So you're like in between here, which from these low points, right, the market basically, bonds came up because they're expecting rate cuts. All right. So technically, the euro dollar, like I said, is continuously weak. So what do we have to watch out for today? If you're a day trader, all right, really the only way this thing shows any type of strength today is if it can get above 111.80. I think that any type of upward momentum in it, if there's no other like crazy news that comes out, is actually another selling opportunity to get us down. I think we're tracking down to, well, first 110, obviously, and then that 109.04. That's my personal opinion. So if I was trading this, if I didn't have a trade on, I'd be looking for potential rallies to sell into with tight stops. And that's all I got going on in the euro dollar. You know, if you want to talk about technicals as far as fibs are concerned, you know, if I go up from that high and I can come down. Actually, I got to go the other way with this silly thing. Hang on a second. Let me go from the bottom up, just so I can just get some resistance levels. If you're looking at fib resistance, you know, look at that's the fib. The 0.618 is coming right in at the break where we had the breakdown. So perhaps if we look at this level right here, 111.60 might be a good level to short it with the stop at you know, like say 112.05 or something like that. But I think it's really capped right up here at 112.60. You know, I don't think it's even gonna really be able to do that today, come back. I think it's just basically now just slowly drifting lower. So what's your point? You know, tell me what you think. You know, tell me what you're trading, what points that you have in the market. Please leave them in the comments. You know, let's get the conversation going. That's it for today's Euro breakdown. I hope you find it helpful. I hope that you saw Sunday I put the video out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out because I give the weekly points, and we blew through weekly points already. So anyway, good trading. Remember, you could always head over to Park Avenue Trading and get yourself a free ebook. And remember, always enjoy the party, but dance in the door. Cheers.